Hi everyone, this is Brian Hayes and welcome to Volume 2 in our discussion on register key and fingering basics for the clarinet. In Volume 1 we looked at the F major scale in the low octave on the clarinet and how by introducing the register key it shot all of the low notes up a major 12th and converted the F major scale into the C major scale. So just as a quick recap, the F major scale, when we add in the register key on the back of the clarinet, is converted to a C major scale. And hence any melodies that we play in the key of F using only the low note fingerings, when we put the register key on, those melodies are automatically transposed into the key of C major, 12 notes up the major scale, a major 12th higher, so an octave and a half higher. In this volume we want to fill in the missing gaps. We want to convert the F major scale to an F chromatic scale. And then we're going to realise that when we put the register key onto the F chromatic scale, it will convert it to a C chromatic scale. So the first new note in a chromatic scale, if we start on low F, is F sharp. So low F sharp is produced by your left hand little finger depressing the long spatula key that I'm showing on the video now. So it's the outside of those two available keys. So that will convert low F to low F sharp. Okay, G we already know. G sharp, if we add our little finger not to the low F key, but this time to the other key, the closest to our other fingers of the two available keys, that will turn low G to low G sharp. A we know, B flat we know. B natural, we'll use the standard fingering in the first instance, which is just our middle finger on our right hand plus all the fingers on the left. C we already know. C sharp, we engage the closest of the four keys that our left hand little finger can depress, the one closest to our other fingers. That turns a C into a C sharp. D we already know. D sharp involves these right hand side keys. So the bottom of the four right hand side keys. Now when we use that D sharp, we actually depress it with the side of our right hand index finger. We never point to it like I'm doing now. That's not how we use any of the side keys. So we just address them by touching them with the side of our index finger. So D to D sharp. Okay. E we know and F we know. So we'll go through those again. F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, B flat, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, and F. There's 12 notes in a chromatic scale. When we get to the high F, the octave F, that's actually the 13th note. So there's 12 unique notes in any of the chromatic scales. Okay, let's put all that together and we're going to try and tongue our way through a F chromatic scale in the lowest octave on the clarinet. Here we go. Okay, quite straightforward once you get used to those new notes if they are new to you. Now, if we engage the register key just like we did in Volume 1, we're now going to convert all of those new chromatic notes into the notes required to play a C chromatic scale. Let me just play it first and then we'll look at the individual notes. Okay, so that's a C chromatic scale, again, an octave and a half higher than the F chromatic scale. The fingerings were identical, but each of the note names were different. C became C sharp when we engaged our left-hand little finger. D became D sharp when we engaged our right-hand little finger on the top of the two available keys. E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp using our left-hand little finger, A sharp using the bottom of the side right-hand keys on the clarinet, B, and then when we lift all the fingers off except the register key, we have high C. So I'll just play those two scales one after the other again for you. F chromatic scale, then engage the register key, and we've got a C chromatic scale. The same set of fingerings with a completely different result. The trigger point, of course, is the use of the register key. And just like in volume 1, I think it would be advisable for you to go through each pairing of notes separately. So F we found became C, but our new note low F sharp became C sharp as we engaged the register key. So F sharp becomes C sharp. G to D we had already learnt. G sharp becomes D sharp. A to E we already knew. B flat to F we already knew. B becomes F sharp. C to G we knew. C sharp becomes G sharp. D to A we knew from volume 1, but D sharp becomes A sharp. And then E to B and F to C were the same as from volume 1. Okay, I hope that's helped introduce to you all of the notes that apply from in the low octave F, the F chromatic scale. We add the register key, it becomes the C chromatic scale. In volume 3, we're going to look at the notes that are now remaining on the clarinet, and these are the notes that they call the throat tones of the clarinet, the throat notes, and we'll start to ease our way into the altissimo register, the very high register of the clarinet, and we'll also look at one new note that we haven't touched on yet, which is the lowest note on the clarinet. But for the moment, for volume 2, I'd like you to get really confident in playing both of those chromatic scales. We will just finish on some alternate fingerings. The one main alternate fingering on the clarinet that people use in an F chromatic scale, including me, I prefer in a chromatic scale to play B natural by playing B flat and then this little key in here. So this key that I'm pointing to, the little narrow key, is actually on the clarinet to play a B flat to B trill, like this. Because the alternate is near impossible to play cleanly. To play B flat and B like that is quite sloppy if you try and play it as a trill. Because, you know, the sort of C likes to put its ugly little head in between there. However, that's a perfect B flat to B change. So what I like to do, and I'm not alone in this, is if you watch as I play the chromatic fingerings, I generally go F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp or B flat, B. I use that. I don't reverse my fingers there. Then I'll go C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, and F. So that's the only alternate fingering that I suggest you should experiment with and find out what you prefer the best. I'll just play the F chromatic scale now using the alternate B natural fingering, which is engaging the B flat to B trill key, if you can see what I'm doing there. First finger, and then with my third finger, I'm engaging that trill key. I'll play the F chromatic scale slowly, and if you watch my fingering, you should pick up that alternate fingering there. Now, of course, when we put the register key on, I will still use that alternate fingering, but C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, the alternate fingering with the register key becomes an F to F sharp alternate fingering. So if I had to play an F to F sharp trill, I would use that key as opposed to trying to do the other way, the normal fingering. It's much slower and it's much messier. But in the C chromatic scale, if I play it now, you'll notice I will use that alternate fingering even when I put the register key on. Okay, so have fun with that. Really try and master those fingerings, the low F chromatic scale fingering and then the high C chromatic scale fingering, using exactly the same fingers but just engaging the register key. Also do those interval leaps between the pairs of notes so that it's another way to get into your mind and under your fingers what those two alternate names are for any fingering. For example, I'm now showing you a B flat fingering with the register key off. If I put the register key on, that's an F. I'm now showing you a D sharp fingering down low without the register key, but if I put the register key on, that's an A sharp. That's all got to become automatic for you. Okay, as always, keep in touch via my website, www.brianhayes.biz. That's .biz. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I provide all of these videos free of charge for anyone anywhere in the world interested in learning some more things about the instruments that they love and want to play. And I also offer one-on-one Skype lessons for anyone who's looking for some individual help with any issues they may be struggling with. Okay, keep an eye out for Volume 3. We'll expand the range right up into the altissimo register and down to the lowest note on the clarinet and fill in the few remaining gaps now that we've got so that we can play across a full 3 octaves. Bye for now.